Hello and welcome to a brand new video. In this week's episode, I continue with a little bit more of the floor grouting, and the electrics in the old section gets an overhaul. I'm also really happy to report that I applied to increase my wattage capacity of my electricity with the main power supplier of Portugal, Reddish, and I'm very happy to report that it has been approved and I'm going to be making the payment. They've given me the quote to increase the line to my house so that I can increase from 3.45 kilowatts to 6.9 kilowatts. I'm so excited for that to happen. The pricing was actually really not bad. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. So I'm going to be going ahead with that. I'm not sure when the work will be done, but really excited to move to 6.9. What that will mean for me is that I can have multiple appliances going at the same time, which is what I was hoping to get to eventually. So when I have my kitchen up and running, I can have an oven, I can have the microwave, I can have a kettle, and I can kind of use things as a normal house. So I'm really excited about that. I hope you enjoy.
This is Girl Meets Farm.
I've had to section off the next section of the structure of the room for the grouting because the dogs really love being in this space. This is the coolest part of the whole house. But yeah, I had done that little bit when I stopped grouting the last time, so I've just done from there to about there and that back strip there, and I'm going to start moving this way now and see how far I can get today, maybe till the end of actually the blue crate. And then I just have to keep sectioning this off so the dogs don't walk on the grout until the grout's dry. But they're really very good, actually. They're really good. And another little bit's bent down up to here. I've managed to do one more section of grouting, at least for this week's video. I think it was these 3 rows, pretty much from there to here, and then I'll continue. It's a little bit staggered. But with the next section that I can partition off, I'm pretty much up to just behind where the door stopper thingy is. And then I'll go from there down, partition off sections, and basically do it's like a square meter at a time. But that's, I know it's not a lot, but that's pretty much as I can manage at the moment. Roles are a little bit reversed this time round. The partition is back up. We're on this side. As today, work on my electrics have started, and it is an absolute mess. Gosh. But it's gonna look good when it's done. It is gonna look so good. And this is all completed. Fantastic. The electrician team have been working really hard, and this was a much bigger project than I actually thought or realized. They had to use this big boy to go through the wall to bring those wires through the wall, and oh my gosh, it looks like we're building a whole new house. The next morning, sorry if it's a little bit dark, I can't put the lights on because it flickers a little bit. But last night the electricians covered up all of the conduits on the floor at least, and this is now dry. Yeah, so my Stranger Things house is being put back together again. Today they'll be finishing my light that's going in the center there. And today they're also going to be finishing everything else. So they're hoping to put up all the plug points, to close up the floor and the walls, and to put up all the lights and all the plugs that are required. The plug faces at least. I'm excited to see what this looks like later. Very, very excited. And they've now started filling back up all the holes. That looks good. So, light switch. Not sure what that's going to be for, but okay. Plug point, light switch. There's going to be a light there. And then that has to go up to the big one. But yeah, this looks good. Plug point. Double plug point. One will be for the fridge, and one is an extra. One always needs an extra. One for the hot water cylinder. One for the washing machine. That one is actually a plug on the other side for an air con that I will put on that side as well. Double plug. My counter is going to be here, kitchen counter. And then an extra plug actually for LED lights that I'm going to run underneath the top row of cupboards. Another plug point. This is going to be where my oven is going to go with an extractor. And an extra plug over there. Yeah, so that's pretty much this side. Looking good, looking good. It is the morning after the second day, and we're not 100% complete just yet. I'm going to put on the flickering light, I'm sorry. But all the gaps of the floor have been filled up. My new ceiling light is on, but there's no bulbs in there yet. I'm actually going to paint that with the same stain as in the bedroom. It's not 100% exactly where I wanted it in the room, but you know what? I'm gonna just have to live with this now. This wall, all of this has been nicely closed up. There's new light switches there and there. The two lights here and here still need to be put up today, and I think there's 3 plugs that just need to be completed still on this side. But they've moved all the big furniture back away from this section for me, just so that I can have a little bit more space and just clean up and work in here again today. Most important part is obviously that the washing machine is there and I can work on that. All of the old electrics is still up and going because my fridge and my hot water cylinder was using that. And then hopefully today or another day, once he's completed all the electrical install, we can remove all the old electrical stuff. And let me just see what's happening here. I think a cat just jumped up there. We can remove all the old stuff, but yeah, look how good this actually looks. All my new plug points fitted on the wall. This is going to be, oh, interesting that is not actually the same height, or maybe it is and it's anyway, that's okay. That is where my kitchen counter is basically going to be here. So new plug points for that. Lights under the cupboard, as I mentioned. Additional plug point for a counter that will run this way. And then there are 2 more behind this cupboard for the oven. And I think the countertop will come about up to where this cupboard is standing right now, actually. And that will basically be the L of the kitchen that runs that way, ending on the fridge, and I will have just a nice round off piece of wood there. And this will be, I'm not sure yet, maybe a dinner service or something. Yeah, I'm excited. We're almost there, but ready to start cleaning almost. And the electrician has been back to finish the last 3 plugs that still required their fittings. Where was it? Over there, I think. And everything is working. And it's so lovely to actually have a plug for everything, and that I don't have to unplug anything just to use something. It's incredible. And my top light works beautifully now. How exciting. What nice light it gives as well. And then as extra lighting, I have the 2 on the sides of the door, which is really nice because if I want to just have low level light in the evening, this will be quite nice just to give a little bit of ambiance. Unfortunately, they didn't have the same lights anymore as the ones that I have in that side, so I had to get similar lights in a similar style. I didn't realize that they would be quite so orangey, coppery glow, but it works, I guess. I like it. I'm now going to he's removed all the old plugs and the old light for me that was here. I'm now going to just take the rest of these guys off the wall and remove the cables that are stuck on the wall. None of them are live anymore. The only place where there is still live wire, unfortunately, and he couldn't remove that for me, is that little box over there. But he's clipped them off. The wire is inside the box, but we can't remove the box because on this side, where they actually come out, they've been rendered into the wall, into cement, so we can't actually get to the wire to remove them properly. But it is what it is. I can live with the little box up there. But now I'm quickly going to try and just remove the rest of that cable. This morning I've been removing the old cable and all the doodah fittings against the wall. And gosh, there's so many spider webs in each of these holes. I have to clean that up and fill that up again. And to clean it up, I also need to take out all the little plugs, but I'm not going to lie, this is quite satisfying. The plugs are the only thing that's been easy to remove, but that is rather quite satisfying to do if you can grip them. Maybe some you don't need to take out, but I'm rather enjoying this. So I still have to remove this one today. I mean, it's such a small thing, but it makes such a big difference in the appearance, and I feel like this is going to look even better once all of those holes have been filled up. And all the cables have now been removed. And I have also been able to fill up all of the holes with wall filler. This is looking so good. Such a small thing, but it's actually made such a big difference to me. It actually feels more modern in the space now. All the cables removed, all the plug fittings removed, and all the holes filled up. First cleaned and then completely filled. But yeah, that looks really good to me.